Hi, I'm Jesse. I have a lot of books and I want to share them with you. Today we're looking at some great fiction. I want to start with the main ones you can see here. This is Gunnerkrigg Court, and this is really weird. This is just one of the weirdest and most enjoyable and best things I've ever read. This is up to volume 8. It's an ongoing webcomic that Thomas Siddell has been doing for many years and collecting into these beautiful editions. And it's really bizarre. I don't know if you can see, but it's a mix of science fiction and fantasy and mythology and magic, and has a lot about the debate between magic and science, represented by two main girls. And they're at a sort of magical science school, sort of has some Harry Potter-esque feel to it. The classic kids go to this magical school, but there's a big fight between the science of the school and the magic of the nearby forest. And there's these mythological creatures that come into it. And there's a lot of humor and this weird combination of all these different genres. So I highly recommend that. Next to it is The Name of the Wind, and this is a very famous, well-known book. I only read it recently, I'm ashamed to say, even though this is the 10th anniversary edition. And this edition, by the way, is stunning. This red spine, binding paper, and a quote from Lin-Manuel Miranda on the back. And it's just an amazing fantasy book. Probably the best, known as the best fantasy book besides, I don't know, Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and a couple more, but it's just excellent about this guy who grows up in a traveling circus, sort of, and things happen. I'm trying not to give anything away that's so hard. And he goes himself to a school, and it's about him learning magic at a school. So this thing, it's a trend. It's in the zeitgeist. But it's more mature, and it's so detailed and well told, and the characters are so well done. And it's told in flashback of him telling his tale of his life. And it's wonderful. And I have the second book on my pile to read, and I can't wait, but it's like 900 pages, and it's just really hard to get to. But I will, and it's supposed to be good. Here we have Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. They could have stopped after the main books. That'd be fine. Not my favorite. Maybe seeing it as a show would be wonderful. So I could do that someday, but it's probably not cheap since it's 2 parts. But the book, the screenplay of it, I don't know what you call that, script, was not my favorite. While we're on the Harry Potter subject, we can look at this box, actually. So this is sort of cheating, looking at another box. But this one's the whole Harry Potter series. And I'll only point it out because these 2 books at the top are very fancy signed editions of 2 of the books, books 6 and 7. You can see the signature at the top of the book box, and they're just really nicely illustrated with different covers by the same artist who does all the Harry Potter, but different covers than the regular books. And maybe I'd collect all 7 like that, but these were very expensive and actually used as a fundraiser. I bought them to support a wonderful bookstore called Books of Wonder. It's inherently wonderful, right? It's a kids' bookstore in Manhattan, and unfortunately during COVID they closed. But their fundraisers years ago kept them in business, and I was proud of that, of supporting that and getting these really cool books out of it. So some of the last ones here, and I said there wouldn't be that many. 2 books by this artist, Chiboutet. It's French. Maybe that's how you pronounce it. Oh my God. These are huge. These are graphic novels. Let me take one at a time here. This is Alone. and stark black and white, almost no words, about a lighthouse keeper living alone and his struggles when he finally meets another person and what happens. And it really evokes these feelings that you feel like you're right there. And then this one, uh, Park Bench, is very similar, quiet, but the tales of several different people that sit on a single park bench. This one might have no words at all, actually. Yeah, this is wordless. But the adventures of all these different people is just a day in the life or seasons in the life of a park bench. And really, really nicely done. So stark and thin, so selective, and just spare, and just uses this economy of line and storytelling that makes it so powerful. So I think that's all I'll get into. Oh wait, here's one last little thing. This is the Nutshell Library by Maurice Sendak. This should probably be in with our kids' books, but I think it fit in this little spot perfectly, so I put it here, finding a little spot for it. And this was I think these were mine from when I was a child. And they're very, very tiny books of rhymes for children, like Chicken Soup with Rice. And if you have a child, I recommend these. They're wonderful little books in this nice little package. So, that's all we have for today. Hope you enjoyed everything. I do recommend Name of the Wind and Gunnerkrigg Court quite a bit. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And come back for more book boxes. Thanks so much.